of the cool.
So we looked at jazz forms and jazz structures and hip-hop structures and how they differed a little bit. I mean, a lot of early jazz forms based on blues, but also based on show songs, you know, maybe written by George Gershwin or Cole Porter. And those structures might have been, a lot of them have got a sort of 32-bar classic song form, like 16 bars, then an 8-bar bridge, and then like a last 8 again. And that's quite different from a lot of hip-hop structures, which maybe came more out of sort of R&B and soul in the 60s, which might be more like a verse-chorus thing.
I think it's definitely correct in regards to the jazz structure of the 32 bars. I think with hip-hop structure, where it kind of convenes is different, is because you generally have, roughly speaking, 16 bars for the rapping, and then 8 bars or double 8 bars, which is 16 again for the chorus, and we pretty much stick to that structure. It doesn't really come out of that time signature, mostly for hip-hop. Would you agree, Derek?
I would agree. I guess it's because of the nature of where hip-hop came from New York. You know, it was all about looping records back and forth, and the natural, if you're not musically trained, then the natural kind of stops are 16 bars and 8. You just naturally hear that, I guess.
The break beat.
Yeah. We took a great jazz standard called Beatrice, which is written by the saxophone player Sam Rivers, and that's just a 16-bar structure, but it's a little bit unusual.
Don't it sound so sweet?
Obviously we had to add in sort of vocals as well, so we had a chorus and then we had raps. So it became like this massive long structure.
Yeah, it was generally like a cooking pot. So we knew what we wanted to do with the particular song Beatrice, and then when I came along, they already had the structure, or had the kind of, were exercising the kind of idea of the vocal singing the chorus and then the music changing and there being a jazz aspect and being more of a hip-hop aspect at some point. So what we did in the couple of weeks that we were together was really focus on getting the lyrics correct, getting the chorus correct, getting the structure correct, and getting the musicians and the vocalists used to working together, because at the time they were pretty much standing up and just performing the songs. But what we needed was them to actually start to be aware of each other and communicate visually without speaking and stuff. And I think Beatrice is a really good song for that. It was a good song for them to start to work as a group rather than as an individual collective just happening to be on stage at the same time. It took a while for the singers to pick up on their cues, and I think that was one of the good things about the rehearsal aspect, was that we were seeing, okay, people are not used to working with this type of structure musically as far as the vocalists, so it took a while to get them to be like, pay attention, and da da da, it's you, and that was good. That was one of the good things about watching them grow and develop as a group, was seeing them have to really face that challenge of paying attention and looking for the cue without looking obvious.
Yeah, and listening as well, because I mean that comes in a weird place, in that comes like 4 bars before the end of a 16-bar thing, so it's not even on the top of a form. So I think that was a bit more of a challenge. It meant everybody really had to listen as well as look at each other as well.
So one of the things that really came out of all of that was I watched the band and the musicians and the vocalists actually put the song structure before their actual individual big moment. It was like they put that to the side and focused on the group as a whole and the group song and the performance.